Yo, what is up you guys, TheChaptenRex here today. And today we're doing the part 2 of my DLC review. Now I know I've been holding it off for about 2 weeks, but I think it was well worth it. And as you can see, we're driving the T20 right now, and oh my god, I love this car. Now we're going to be heading back to my apartment, and I have bought every single vehicle other than the boat. But I do have enough money for it, so don't worry about that, but we're going to hold it off till the end. So, right now as you can see, we're driving around the T20, and this car is based off of a McLaren. Now, it's a very nice car, and I love the spoiler on the back, and a lot of people tend to like that too. Now, basically what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be driving the cars around, probably in a loop, just to show you how fast they are, the turn radius and everything, and how everything works on them. And we're gonna have my apartment right there, and we're gonna be pulling into it and just changing out cars for this video. I thought instead of making it long and going to the airport and drag racing them, it doesn't really show like everything. So we're gonna go ahead and actually test it out. So as you can see, we're driving around the T20 right now, as I've said 3 times in a row. But we're gonna start right here. We're gonna loop it around, and we're gonna show you how fast it is, the turn radius and everything. Now everybody knows this is, I believe, now the fastest car in the game. I'm not sure, so don't hate on me for it, but this car is insanely fast. So we're gonna go ahead and take it a lap around and just show you how well it does. So let's go and go. Okay, so as you can see, I messed up on the whole take it around a lap, because I forgot when to turn, where to turn, and where to go. So yeah, but as you can see, the turn radius on it is impeccable. I mean, I was able to turn within a quick second. It's fast, and that's just driving it, freeze driving on the streets with cars. And I dodged every car. The only thing I didn't dodge was a railing. So I could have done better driving there, but the T20 is insanely fast. So now we're gonna go and pull out our next car and show you that. Okay, you guys, now we have out the Blackfin. Now this is a Corvette, so we all know what we gotta do here. We have to have a little red on it. Now, this is another high-end sports car slash muscle car. I'm not sure exactly what it is. All I know is that the stock car of this looks horrible and horrendous, and I would never buy it. But after upgrading it and all, it looks really good. So this is one paint job that I found to be a really good combination with the stock wheels on this car, and I'd highly recommend it. It is the Formula Red for the secondary, along with the Carbon Black, something like that, for the primary. They're both metallic colors. There's no pearlescent change on it at all. It's just default. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this dude's lane real quick. So we're gonna go and do a lap, or my form of driving, and we're gonna go and see how fast this thing can go. Okay, now you can see this car, the turn radius on it, it's not the best. In all honesty, it had to hit a hard stop before it could even turn, and all that. I mean, sure, I was hitting the handbrake a little, and that kind of causes the issue for it not to be able to turn correctly, and so you couldn't really experience the full turn radius sometimes. But the turning on it is not the best. The stopping and everything, it's not the best. The handling of it's not the greatest. The speed for, however, is decent. I gotta remember this car is not like the T20 where it can go insanely fast within seconds. This is not like that at all. This is a muscle slash sports car. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it is called the Blackfin, and it's not the best, but it is a very nice looking car for shows and all that. If you want to do car shows in GTA 5, I would highly recommend this, and if you want to take my paint job and go and use it for yourself, go ahead. This paint job actually looks really good, and I forgot to mention on the McLaren, or on the T20 earlier, that is a paint job I discovered, a combo that is really good. I'm not going to disclose that yet. I'm actually going to keep all my paint jobs that I have secret right now, and I'm going to save it till later till I do a top 5 paint jobs video, which the T20 and this will be in, and maybe some others. So we're going to go and take this back inside, and we're going to grab our next car. Okay, so here's our next car, you guys. It is the Chino, and if you guys know, this is, I don't know exactly what real life car this is based after. All I know is it looks like a pretty gangster car, kind of like another car we have in GTA 5. And in all honesty, there's a lot of upgrades you can put on it. I don't have the wheelie bar on it and or the signs in the back, whatever it is, I forgot, the plaques or whatever it's called, because of the fact that it doesn't look right, and I wanted to make this look nice. In all honesty, I couldn't even find a pair of wheels that looked good on this car other than the base model ones. So this is another carbon fiber black car. I forgot again what it's called, but it's in the metallic. It should be like the second color, but it says carbon. And we're gonna go and see how this does. And we got an underglow on it, even though it doesn't look the best, but I accidentally bought it. So we're gonna go and take this to test. And again, this is the Chino, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good, but I don't think it's the best. Let's see. Okay, so again, this is another car where the turn radius on it is not the best. It took forever to be able to turn and straighten up with the road, and in all honesty, I wouldn't recommend this car if you're trying to drift, I believe, because I don't know, it just seems like you need a car that can turn quickly, and this one's not fast, nor is it able to turn quickly. Otherwise, the acceleration on it is horrible, and I haven't really been mentioning the acceleration because, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but the acceleration, the turn radius, the speed on this, it just all out horrible. This is more, again, of a show car out of anything, just to be able to drive around and cruise with it. Other than that, I would not recommend this car for anything. It's not worth the money that I paid for. And that's all I got to say about this car. So we're going to go back in, check out another car, and show you that one. Okay, here's our next car. This is the Brawler. Now, y'all may remember it from the first part 1 of the video I did, and there was extra attachments on it that I ended up taking off because I just didn't think it looked good with those on. So now we got this out, and to show you, we have our secondary is the matte black, or at least I believe it is a secondary. If not, that's the primary. And we have the secondary is my crew color green. Now this is a neon green, so it has to be custom. Now we're going to go and show you how this works, and we're even going to take this off-road because it's special and it is a off-roading vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and go here and see how it works.
What is this dirty moonshine of which you speak?
Okay, guys, before I go and take it off-roading behind here, I just want to say I was having the worst luck trying to drive in the streets. Cars kept on pulling out, and even at the end, a car backed out as soon as I was about to pass it. And so I'm not having the best luck with driving, so hopefully this doesn't go worse. But other than that, yeah, I mean, the acceleration on it is not bad. It's actually really good. Same with the speed on it, it's really good. Turn radius isn't the best, and again, with being able to stop it is not the best, but we're going to see how it goes on off-road, and then I'll give you some more statistics. Okay, so after off-roading, the only problem I can find with this car, other than its bad turning and its braking, is how much it bounces. I mean, the shocks in this car are insane, and I mean, literally, if you go up in the sky and it tries to flip itself back over. It's basically like the dune buggy, but reinforced. Now, this car, it is worth your money if you off-road a lot. Other than that, I wouldn't imagine it being a street car, nor would it be suited for a street car. So we're going to take back in, pull out our next car. Okay, so we got our next car out here, and this is the, I don't even know, hang on, it's set up at the top of the screen, but for some reason my mind's like, no, that's not it. Yep, the Vindicator. So we have the Vindicator motorcycle out, and yeah, everybody knows this is a very nice looking motorcycle. Actually, it looks kind of weird with the front end and body style of it, but in all honesty, it's a really good car. Now, including it has a speed boost on it, which is insanely awesome. It's just like the Electros, except for this one's better than those. Now, this motorcycle is really fast. Actually, the turning on it, we're about to test out here, sucks. Did you see that? I couldn't even turn. I tried to turn and I smashed into a pole. It couldn't even turn it in time. We're gonna see how good it does with the handbrake, and hopefully it could do better. Yeah, if you apply the handbrake, it turns really well actually. Mainly because it's slowing it down beforehand, but if you try to turn without it, you have to turn way ahead of time. Even then, it's not good. Uh-oh. Okay, so in all honesty, the reason I'm talking about driving this one is because I want to go and finish up this episode so I can show you guys the interior of each car before I end off, and I can show you the boat. So, in all honesty, this motorcycle, it's really good. It's nice. The handling is not the best. Actually, the handling is really good. The turn radius on it is not good. The braking is pretty good. I can't find a single problem with this other than the turning, so honestly this motorcycle is worth your money. So the only cars and or motorcycles here we can find that are really good out of the new update is, of course, the Vindicator, the T20, and the Blackfin. Other than that, the Brawler's not really worth it unless you off-road, and the Chino is not really worth it unless you just want a street car to drive around in. And that, the 3 out of 5 cars to pick from are all amazing. So we're gonna go and show you the interiors of each car. Then we're gonna move on to showing you the new speedboat. So we're gonna go and start off with showing you the interior of this baby, which isn't really an interior, it's just the dash. So let's go and show you it. So as you can see, it's just like the trucks in this game. It shows you the speed dial right there, and it looks really weird. And then, of course, you got your switches, as you can see in my little corner over there. If you can. Yeah, right there. And you got your power button and blinkers and so on and so forth, and your handbrake and everything. Your clutch, whatever's here. Now, it's a very nice motorcycle, don't get me wrong, but would it be the best to have? Probably not. I still prefer the Gladiator one. But yeah, so we're going to show you the rest of the interiors and we're going to move on with it. Okay, so now we're showing the T20. Now, the T20 is not the best interior car. In all honesty, the best interior car, in my personal opinion, would have to be the Adder. That's just my opinion, but other than that, this car's really nice. I love the carbon fiber in the back. And that's pretty much all I like about the interior on this car, other than the steering wheel and how the logo's there and all that, and it looks really nice. So that's this car, the T20. Very nice. Not the best, but very nice. Moving on to the Chino right here. Now the Chino is going to be like almost any default car. It's going to just be plain. It's old school. You can see how the windows roll down with the old hand crank and everything. Not the best. I love the carbon fiber though on the dashboard. But other than that, not the best interior car. Again, I'm still having to stick with the Adder. But very nice looking. Now we're moving on to the Blackfin. Now the Blackfin, it's basically like the Chino. Like it's literally exactly like the Chino. So again, don't really have to show you. Like that's literally the Chino's interior right there. They just pasted it into that one. Moving on to the Brawler right here. Again, with not looking the best. I love the racing seats in it though. But other than that, again, sticking with the Adder. Now this is all for our interiors today. Now unfortunately the interiors of the cars are not the best, but you gotta understand that none of the cars in this game really have the best interiors. I'm just being honest out of the blue. So let's go and move on with the boat. There we go. So it's set to hold F to get in as a passenger. Is there anything special we can do as a passenger? Is this just supposed to be sitting here? Okay, so as you can see the tutorial, it's just a wooden boat. That's pretty much it. You can see the engine in the back, and it looks amazing. It really does. But it's an overpriced speedboat, pretty much. And we're gonna go and show you the interior from afar here. Okay, so up front you can see the nice dash for this speedboat, along with the inside interior of it with the white seating and everything. It looks very nice, and we're gonna actually move up real quick. Oh, it has headlights too. That looks very nice actually. So as you can see, this is a very nice looking boat. We're gonna go and take it for a test drive here. Back out of the harbor. It's a very bulky boat. Like you can see underneath this, like it sits in the water, then you start lifting off, and you can see how far underneath the water this thing still is, even though it's going. Now, this boat looks very nice, and don't get me wrong, I can imagine a lot of people using the T20 and this boat for a lot of skits, like all this, and this could be like a getaway boat for skits with the Rockstar editor, and the T20 being a stolen car or something. I imagine a lot of things happening with that. But other than that, a $1.7 million boat is not really worth it, and I can't believe I just spent my money on this and got left with $900,000, or I should say $949,494 after buying this. It's insanely overpriced, and I would not have bought it if I know that I'm probably not going to use this. So other than that, it's a really good boat, but we're going down like what the Titanic did, except for these are rocks. What? That's different. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna actually show you it above water. Anyways, this is the Toro. Again, not the best boat. Very nice looking boat though. So that is it for today, you guys. And that's all I can say. That, I mean, again, 3 out of 5 cars are good. One boat being overpriced but very nice. Only if there was champagne in there with like a little table, that'd be totally worth it, just like the helicopters and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2 to the video, and if you want to see anything else, make sure to comment in the description. I'll make sure to buy it or anything you want. But other than that, you guys, I will see you guys later, and peace.